Alright, today I'm going to be looking at this mini work stand for mini crawlers like the TRX4M or the SCX24. I actually have a Kyosho Mini Z 4x4. I believe this is a 1/24th scale, so this is going to be similar in size to an SCX24. So let's see how well it does with this little thing from AliExpress. Looks like it is nice. They prevent it from scratching by putting these little foam pads in between. And it looks like these pads double as the little protector so you don't scratch the bottom of your car with this aluminum metal work stand. So that'll go right there. Actually, let's put that on right now. All right, there it is. Nice and soft foam so you don't scratch up the bottom of your crawler. And it looks like we have some little circle discs left over, and I think we can actually put these on the bottom so you don't scratch the bottom of these as well. So let me do that. I'm not sure if this is exactly what you're supposed to do, but this just makes a lot of sense to me while we have them. All right, now we have little foam feet for the bottom. Okay, now we gotta put on the adjustable height little screw stand here. All of this is some very nicely machined aluminum. How does this go together? Looks like a screw goes in the top, and this will screw in like this. I'll say the machining on this screw thread is a little bit messed up. I don't know how well you can see it in the camera, but it's like there's an extra bit of flash or shaving right here. And that's stopping me from actually screwing it into the thread. So I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. There's some pliers here. Maybe I can pull that extra bit of shaving off. There we go. See, there's a little bit of extra aluminum flashing right there from the factory. Just a minor error, not too big of a deal. And now this should screw in. There we go. Now we have some screws to screw it all together. Looks like they give us a 1.5mm hex wrench, but they don't give us a 2mm hex wrench for this guy. So let me grab that. So this should screw into the top like that. And it looks like there's a couple of set screws over here, so you can lock it in place, but that will also destroy the threads. So I might not actually do that. Let's finish up the build by putting these screws in the bottom. Oh, this doesn't even fit. This is a 1.3mm driver just for these set screws. I need my own 1.5mm driver for these. Okay, now I see why they included that little wrench, because 1.3 is such an oddball size that a lot of people don't have 1.3mm hex drivers, and so that's why they included those. But everyone has 1.5 and 2s, so we're all good on that front. So yeah, here's our completed stand. It has this screw mechanism, so you can adjust the height, so you can go as low as that or as high as up here. Either way, I think it's still pretty high, so I might just leave it screwed in most of the way. And now we can just set the crawler on top. Oh, it's a little bit of a tight fit, actually. This one might be more suited towards 1/18th scale crawlers, not 1/24th scale, because it's so big that it kind of interferes with a bunch of the parts, actually. So actually, oh yeah, there we go. I just need to get it situated properly. Cool little work stand or display stand. Another good thing about this is if you want to display your crawlers without the tires touching the ground and creating flat spots in the tires, this will do just fine as well. The links on this Kyosho Mini Z 4x4 are just the right width to not really fit too well on this though. Yeah, I think I do have a feeling that this is, it's gonna fit better on the 18th scale crawlers, not at least this Mini Z 4x4, because it doesn't really sit level on it. It kind of wants to go off to the side a bit. Not the most perfect fit, but I guess it gets the job done. All right, so there you go. There's a quick look at this little mini display stand for 1/24th or 1/18th scale crawlers. It does seem like it's a little bit oversized for 1/24th scale crawlers, but I think for 1/18th scale crawlers, it should do just fine. Links to it will be in the description below, and thanks for watching.